Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Steven Servo, and today I wanted to do a video of the 5 reasons why I chose to do IT. A little bit about me. I work currently as a network technician. I just got a promotion to the Network Operations Center. I'm going to be doing a lot of multicast routing and some network automation, things like that. I've been in IT for about 6 years, a little over 6 years. I started out in structured data and moved my way up to network technician, started getting certifications, and my current role is as a network technician. I do network installation as well as troubleshooting the network. I manage the entire field network. So, by the way, this is going to be a one take video. That's the way I have time to do things right now. And so I went ahead and pulled up, wrote down the reasons right here on my phone, and I want to share them with you guys. So, anyway, number one, the industry is growing rapidly. BLS reports a projected growth of 11% from 2019 to 2029. That's going to add about 500,000 jobs. And on top of that, we have a big segment of our workforce that is retiring, being baby boomers and the generation directly after. So there's actually going to be more than 500,000 jobs that are going to need to be filled. So just keep that in mind if you start working towards becoming IT, or you're already in an entry level IT position and you're wondering if this is going to be a dependable career choice. It is. It is. You'll definitely be able to find work. And so I wouldn't hesitate to go ahead and jump on it if you haven't already. It's a good field. Number two, and this is something that's been changing within the last year. Oh, not the last year, I'm sorry. This is something that's been changing within the last 5 to 10 years. You don't need a degree to do IT. I don't know if you've heard otherwise, but right now is a real unique time, and IT's right there on the forefront of keeping up with the times. And so, not having a degree does not mean you don't need an education. It's just a non traditional education, meaning you can go to school for, go to like a boot camp or an academy, or just Udemy, or what I use, CVT Nuggets, and work towards, say you're wanting to break into the industry, work towards some of your CompTIA certifications. And so you do the training, and then the way you show that you have that knowledge base is taking certifications. That ends up being substantially cheaper than traditional college, and just as well accepted in our industry. That doesn't mean you can't go to college. Some people do go to college. But what I've seen out of college is sometimes you go to college, you do a 4 year degree, and the stuff you learned in college isn't even relevant. So it's nice to be able to stay up on the times and stay up on current technologies, just doing a non traditional career path, going on to something like CBT Nuggets and training for IT through there. What I did a couple years back, just because I was coming from the structured data, I already did have some IT background. I've always been into computers, but I did the Google IT support professional certification, and I didn't need to do that. I just chose to do that. I thought that was right for me. And from there, I just elaborated on my certifications. And now I am actually taking on a position where I get to show off some DevOps skills, so some network automation things, and I couldn't be any happier. And I did all of that with non-traditional education. I maybe have 32 hours of college credits, but employers don't really care about that. They want to know your skills. They want to know your certifications. They want to know what you can do for them today. So, number 3, the field is lucrative. It's very lucrative. BLS reports the median wage for information technology occupations to be $88,000. That is a good chunk of change, considering that they also report the median wage for all occupations is only $39,000. And anybody that's done IT knows how quickly you can obtain that $88,000. That's not, if you start training today and land your first job tomorrow, you're only a few years away from making that 88,000. It can be a very quick transition. And sometimes right after getting your training, I mean, if you have that specialized skill and you can demonstrate that specialized skill, employers will pay for it. So, a very good field to be in. I know buddies of mine that started IT around the same time I have that are making, mid 6 figures. I got a friend that's making $175,000 a year. And, he's got the skills to match. No, don't get me wrong. He does have the skills to match. But that said, it's doable. It's definitely doable. And so get in this career and you're going to be able to support your family. You're going to be able to send your kids to non-traditional schooling, because traditional education, who cares about that anymore unless they want to be a doctor, right? And so, yeah, that is reason number 3. Reason number 4, work-life balance. Now, this is actually kind of funny that I came up with that. You do have work-life balance. For instance, I'm actually going to be working a shift where 3 days of the week, I'm going to hit all of my hours for that week. And so I have 3 days on, 4 days off. But moreover on the work-life balance is the flexibility. Because the work-life balance gets a little sketchy, because there's times where I've put in 70, 80 hours in 1 week as a network technician. You got to do what you got to do, and you got to do what, the company's asking for you to do. Something that you agree to upon employment. But that said, there's a lot of flexibility in IT. There's jobs that go every which way. There's jobs that are remote. It's a very flexible industry, and it's a very cutting-edge industry. And so, yeah, so that is number 4. And that kind of leads me right into number 5. IT professionals are not boxed into a single career path. You can start out for instance, like I did. I started out in structured data, low voltage. And, I decided I didn't want to be the guy that was running the cables and building the server racks. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I did it for many years. But I wanted to get into the programming side. I thought that was cool. And there was a path for that. I talked to one of the network technicians that worked with the company that I was with at the time, and asked him how he did it. He let me know he got his Network Plus and a few other certifications that landed him the role. And so that's when I decided to make the shift. Now I'm currently in a network technician role, and I'm going into a DevOps role. And although that's the same career line, it's both networking. It's going to be really 2 different jobs, from installing and maintaining network devices to maintaining large scale networks. I work for a TV distributor, and their network, where their network extends to, is pretty massive. And so, with that said, I mean, you guys really have nothing to lose. I thought about doing a 5 pros and cons of being in IT, but I really struggled with cons. Um, yeah, I mean, the only con I could think of is, my wife gets tired of me talking about technology. But, anyways, guys, if you're on the fence about it, if you guys love technology, but you're on the fence about wanting to do IT, man, just give it a go. There's so many different little programs where you can feel the water, like Coursera, the Google IT professional certification. You can try that out for 7 days and be able to probably tell whether that's something you want to do. And will the Google IT support professional certification help land you a role? Maybe, maybe not. Definitely didn't hurt that I had it. I was already in the industry, but something like the CompTIA A plus certification would be good. I was thinking of doing a video that I thought would be the top certifications if you want to break into IT in 2020. And so that's a video idea that I have, kind of why I have this nice little beautiful set that I built for my pastor to do Sunday service. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys listening to me ramble. I appreciate you listening to my ums and uhs. I would like if you guys would like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and look forward to future videos. I'm gonna do talking head videos, but really, what I want to start doing is getting nitty gritty, sharing my screen, and walking you guys through some different tutorials. So I'll do a mix of both. Anyways, guys, until then, it's Steven Servo out. Peace.